Supporting emergent bilinguals is not a matter of knowledge, it's a matter of implementation. Decades of research show that dual language education, in which children receive part of their instruction in English and the other in a partner language like Spanish, is the gold standard for emergent bilinguals. Emergent bilinguals who receive dual language education learn English faster, become bilingual and biliterate, and maintain stronger connections to their families than children that only receive instruction in English. I am a research nerd, so I'll tell you my favorite research study. One longitudinal study showed that children who receive Spanish-English dual language education in preschool gain higher math and reading scores by 5th grade, and that by high school, they took advanced Spanish placement classes and also earned the seal of biliteracy. Thankfully, bilingualism is the gift that keeps on giving. Bilinguals have social, academic, cognitive, and economic advantages, including a 5-year delay on the onset of Alzheimer's. Despite this research, there is a major gap between what we know is most effective and policy and practice. In fact, less than 10%, I'm going to say it again, 10% of emergent bilinguals in K-12 have access to dual language education. Most instruction only happens in English for both school age and children in early childhood. And there's really limited training, guidance, and data to support emergent bilinguals in early childhood. The truth is that emergent bilinguals are in urban, suburban, and rural settings, making up 30% of all children between 0 to 8 years old in the United States. So if we care about children, which I know that you do, we really have to care about emergent bilinguals. It's time for us to systematically invest in expanding young children's access to dual language education. This requires a coordinated approach with aligned policies, funding, training, and practices. We also really need to invest in community-led efforts to create the bilingual workforce needed to deliver high-quality dual language education, such as Grow Your Own programs. Across the world, bilingualism is the norm, it's not the exception. 92% of European students speak two or more languages, compared to only 20% of students in the United States. Once again, research is really clear. Dual language education is the gold standard for emergent bilinguals. Investing in dual language education for our youngest learners today is investing in our thriving multilingual, multicultural nation of tomorrow.